This is Saturday Morning Mysteries.
And we're your hosts, Alexis and Grace. It's at this point that we then see our mostly fearless protagonists, Mystery Inc.
Wow.
Now they're driving, here they come into the story. And so they're driving down this dirt road, probably a highway that leads them directly into the town of Cinco, Mexico.
Are they in the mystery van?
They are, of course, in the mystery machine.
So they drove themselves from some Coolsville, somewhere USA, without their parents as teenagers. They were like, potentially,
let's go road trip.
I guess maybe if they are in Texas, they just hopped. It's a quick across the border.
I guess
it's still
a different country though.
Yeah,
and
have passports.
And if it's really like where the Aztec Empire was, I mean, I think that was more like central Mexico.
Yes, it's not close.
So it's not like they're going to Tijuana,
from San Diego,
or to like Juarez. Also, because they would be probably in more danger in those cities than going all the way to Mexico City. But yeah, they were going like all the way into the middle of the country, not just like right over the border. So again, same question we ask every week.
Where are their parents?
Where are their parents? Are they in high school? What is happening?
Where's the supervision? Okay, great. I'm glad that was established. Please go on.
And so they're in the mystery machine driving down this dirt road into Cinco, Mexico. And they're just talking with each other, very excited to be visiting this town for the annual Fiesta, saying how much fun they're going to have. They're happy to be on vacation, and they've heard from so many people how wonderful this annual Fiesta truly is. But in the middle of their excitement, they literally hit a bump in the road and have to stop the van. And so they all get out of the van to inspect what it was that they ran over, and they realize that it's actually a giant ditch. And they look around at the ditch and say, oh my gosh, this thing has to be like 15 feet long. And Shaggy looks a little bit closer at it and is like, not only is it 15 feet long, but I think it's also shaped like a foot. And Fred's like, oh, Shaggy, you're crazy. It can't be a foot, because anything that would leave a footprint this big would have to be like 50 feet tall. Oh. So funny that, Fred automatically, he's got really good math calculating skills or something, because that's literally the exact height that people are saying the giant ghost of Catazuma is. So, hey, great. Way to go, Freddie. But anyway, so Fred denies that, him. He's not one to typically believe in the supernatural. They confirm or just like double check that the axles on the mystery machine are safe to drive on, get back in the car, drive away, kind of still questioning what could have left a ditch that big, but pretty much dismissing it in favor of preparing for this awesome party that they're about to go to. And so when they arrive to the town of Cinco, much to their surprise, the town is completely deserted. It's getting laid out. Like, I feel like the sun was just starting to fall, and they're in this like deserted town in this foreign country, not knowing exactly where they're supposed to go. Like, they don't know really where their hotel is. They're like, oh my God, we need to find someone for directions. And genius Daphne is like, well, does anyone speak Spanish? Like, okay. At this
they didn't ask before they went on this trip.
They didn't ask before they went on the trip if anyone in that group knew Spanish. They leave their homes. We don't know who their parents are, where their parents are, not apparently knowing the language of the country they're going to, driving by themselves, teenagers, middle of this foreign country anyway, and they realize that they don't even have the basic conversational Spanish skills to ask where their hotel is.
And they don't know where their hotel is.
Not a way to start your vacation if you are a teen, if you're anyone really, doesn't matter if you're a teenager or
SP76, not going well.
Right. Oh God, what a year. What a year for spring break. Sorry. Anyway. So they get to the plaza, and they're looking around for the directions to their hotel. And after, Daphne's like, does anyone here know Spanish? They all kind of agree that Shaggy should be the one to go out and talk to someone. Let me back up. Sorry. They think that they see someone standing in the plaza over yonder. And they're like, okay, let's go ask him for directions, because we don't know where the fuck we are. And they're trying to figure out, okay, who speaks Spanish? What do we do? They all decide that Shaggy should be the one to go talk to this guy. Because in their conversation of who has the best Spanish among them, Shaggy says, "Sure, I know plenty of words and phrases."
Oh no, it's all food, huh?
Spoiler alert. Yes. Trigger warning. Sorry, but the many phrases and words that he offers up are tacos and burritos and enchiladas and whatnot. So I totally can go talk to this guy. And Fred kind of cuts him off like, "Shaggy, will you cut it out and just go?" So Shaggy and, of course, Scooby, because he has to join him, they get out of the van to go talk to this man that they think they see across the plaza. But when they get out of the van and approach him, they actually realize that it's a stone statue of an Aztec god. Mm-hmm. And when they get there, they're like, "Well, what the hell, Daphne? What were you seeing? That's clearly a statue." But then they're also like, "Wait, we didn't realize it was a statue until we got this close to it. That's kind of embarrassing." They were all probably super high or something.
Yep, for sure.
Matter. And so they go back to the car, they slowly make their way back. And of course, like right after they get back in the car, the gang actually finds the hotel. So they get out.
Great.
And they start unpacking their luggage, but the hotel is totally empty, as is the rest of the town. And as the entire group makes their way into the hotel with their luggage, Scooby is the last one of the 5 into the lobby. And when he enters the lobby, he seems like very shaken, like visibly frightened. And the gang's like, "Scooby, what's wrong? Why are you like running in here all scared?" And Scooby says he's just seen a ghost. So the gang is like, "Oh my God, like, well, you're a dog, so we can't really like imagine what it is you saw, but we believe you. There must be something out there. Like, calm down though. We can't be causing a scene here. We just arrived.
Yep.
Chill out." And just as Scooby is freaking out and the gang's trying to calm him down, in walks Senor Juan Martinez. So we learn that the gang is staying at this same hotel where the Stone Hacks are. Great. And of course the hotel that Juan Martinez owns. When he walks into the room, Vilma walks up to him, introduces herself and the gang, I suppose, and says, "Hey, we're here for the Fiesta." And Senor Martinez sadly informs Vilma in response, like, "Well, that's too bad. There ain't going to be a Fiesta this year." Yep. And then he starts to tell them about the hauntings of the giant ghost of Catazuma. Saying that is the reason why there won't be a Fiesta. Everyone's fled the town. No one wants to stay to prep for the Fiesta, and no one definitely wants to stay to party for the Fiesta. So Martinez goes on to claim that he himself even saw this ghost, and he describes it to the teens so that they now have some sort of visual understanding of what's going on. And then he actually also tells them about this phantom barge business too, saying that he himself has witnessed it disappear on the river in the middle of the night. So it's at this point, after going through all of these weird hauntings, that Fred is like, "Okay, gang, we got to solve this mystery. We're staying. Honestly, yes, Fred and the gang do love solving mysteries for sure, but I'm pretty sure he wanted to stay because he's like, we did not just drive all of this way for our party to be canceled. If there is any way that we can get this party back on, we are freaking getting this party back on.
Spring break 1976, and it will go down in history, baby.
We have to get our yearbook autographs and everything, our pictures, and show off to our friends that we were
Memories
here.
To last a lifetime.
Thanks for tuning in to Saturday Morning Mysteries.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share, rate, review, leave us a like, and drop a comment. We post episodes every Saturday and bonus tune tangents whenever we feel like it. So please subscribe so you don't miss the shenanigans.
And if you want to follow us on YouTube, click the bell under the YouTube subscribe button to receive notifications when new videos are posted.
And if you want to subscribe to the podcast, we have no idea what you're listening to us on, so just hit the big subscribe button on whatever app you're using. We believe in you.
Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at SatmornMist, all the abreves, and let us know if you have any episode or show requests by emailing SaturdayMorningMysteries@gmail.com.
Thanks to Jenna Kendall for the logo design and to Ava Sakiki for the music used during this week's episode.
See y'all groovy kids next week on Saturday Morning Mysteries.